Welcome back. Today we're going to work on solving equations that involve the distributive property. So at the top of my notes I'm going to write solving equations using distributive property. All right, so we're solving equations involving the distributive property. So let's do an example. The first one that we've got here is going to be one where we're going to have to do a little bit of work before we can solve. Let me grab a different color here. We've got 3 times x minus 5 plus 1 equals 2 plus x. We're dealing with a couple of different elements here. Obviously we have an x on both sides, so that's something we're going to have to deal with down the line. But we want to simplify this part first. And so because we're using the distributive property, I am going to use the distributive property. So 3 times x would be 3x minus 3 times 5, which would be 15. Simplify the rest of it. Actually, rewrite the rest of it. 2 plus x. Now I've got something that's a little bit more manageable. I'm going to combine some like terms. So I'm looking here, and I've got, let's see, this one and this one go together. So I'm going to simplify that. So I've got 3x minus 14 equals 2 plus x. And that was just simplifying. And so now that I've got something that just has 2 terms on each side, there's nothing left to combine, I am going to start to solve my equation. So I'm going to subtract x from both sides. That'll keep everything in the positive realm. 2x minus 14 equals 2. Okay, so that was more simplification. And so now I need to get my x by itself. So let's do a little bit of work here. Add 14 plus 14. 2x equals 16. That's the addition property of equality. Okay. And I'll divide both sides by 2 because I need to undo multiplication by 2. Also, this could be called up here. This could be called 0 pairs, because I made a pair with negative 14 of 0. Okay, and then this is opposite operations, and it's the division property of equality. X equals 8. Okay, so I did a little bit of explanation on the side here, which you don't necessarily have to do, but that gives us an idea of what exactly we were doing. Let's look at one more. Okay, maybe I can keep part of this up. Yeah. Let's do another example. So here's example 2. I've got another one down here. 5 minus 7k equals minus 4 times k plus 1 minus 3. And I'm going to start you off, and then I'm going to let you go on this one. Really, the thing that's different about this one is I have a negative number out front of my parentheses, so I'm going to spend some time working the distributive property here, and I'll give you a hint. 5 minus 7k equals minus 4k plus negative 4. That's a trick right there, because negative 4 times positive 1 is going to give me a negative 4 and then a minus 3. So that's the problem I want you to work on solving. We'll talk about it in class, and we'll see you next time.